Come on, Bitsy.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. My name is Brogan and I am with Mike.
Good morning everybody and welcome back. It's Saturday, it's 11 a.m. It's May the 4th, which is of course Star Wars Day. May the 4th
be with you.
Be with you indeed.
Got an incredible lisp than you'd be saying it any other day.
May the 4th.
Yeah, May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. So we have a busy show today and we're going to go through plenty of X-Files. Is the correction over? That's the question of the day. We'll go through Pentoshi Payne, one of the top X accounts that I follow about crypto, is going to be talking about where he thinks the bull market might go. We're going to look at ETH investing. We've been saying it for weeks. What's going on with Ethereum? Is it really going to become a corporate chain used by traditional finance? We're going to go through Solana. Solana is predicted to be the third biggest chain by Franklin Templeton. We're going to have a look at that. Then, and this has slipped through the net, Brogan.
What happened?
On April the 19th, there was a vote to merge Fetch, Singularity.
Yes. Did we not talk about like a small part of it on stream?
Not really, because we haven't seen the outcome.
Right, okay.
So we've got an article about is ASI happening. Then we've got 3 airdrops happening in May. It's a busy show.
Right.
But the first thing to make a comment on, Brogan, is the fact that we don't have any milk, so we don't have any coffee. So, ladies and gentlemen, to keep us awake, you're going to have to smash the like button.
Yeah.
Press
See
the
those
follow
numbers
button.
go crazy. You need to pump the adrenaline within us. You need to do something so crazy that our powers within us. What the hell's going on? And it just boosts us with energy.
You need to wake us up because we are tired. Tariq, I need help today.
Also want to say thank you for everyone saying hello and commenting. We actually got worried before the stream started because no one was here.
No, I think something happens on the algorithm.
That'll be smart.
I think the problem is, once you become so successful that they have to limit you.
Yeah, it's like to a certain point when you go so fast you start to go negative because of like time complexity and whatnot.
Exactly.
We're going so fast in terms of our progress that we're just like now going backwards.
So before we look at the X-Files,
yeah, on the markets now.
Wait, the one thing we need to do is the poll. So the poll question of the day is: when Brogan and Mike tell you that we're going to go up, are you going to listen to us? And the 2 options are yes and yes, but more yes. What did I say to you yesterday? I said, are we going to go over $60,000 when we were on 59,500? And 66%, Brogan, said no. It took an hour or 2 to get to 60,000. And where are we now? What a beautiful segue.
63,240.
What a beautiful segue
we're
that
in the
was.
markets now.
We're in the markets now.
Okay, perfect. So, Bitcoin, you know what? I could have fell asleep for 4 days, or however long this was, and waken up and not realize anything. Because Ethereum's back to where it was, Solana's back to where it was, Bitcoin's back to roughly where it was, 63,241. Now, I also want to say, because obviously he's had his part saying that we're going to go back up. I do want to preface, I also said that, just to, keep it on a par level, because obviously, even on the stream we were on, obviously people are like, oh, we're not going to go to 50k, we're not going to 51. I had to keep it in the books, but I also thought we were going to go up, and we did go up. Thank you very much. You can applaud us at the end of the stream, thank you. But in terms of what's actually got the most, well, let's have a quick look at the 24-hour. Nervos Network, 21% upwards. Dog with Hat, finally has actually gone up.
Is it above $4?
No.
Then it's not even worth talking about. What's next?
But it's up 21%.
What's next?
Flocky's up 16.5%. Pepe's up 13.6.
Who?
Flocky.
What after that one?
Pepe.
Yeah, so the meme coins are recovering.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
What's the first thing to die in the mine? The miner bird.
Wow.
What?
Oh, I thought you were talking about who's losing.
No, I was just saying.
About the meme coins.
Meme coins are the first things to go and collapse, and they're also one of the first things to recover. So what's lost?
It's a good day. You know it's a good day when near the most lost of the 24 hours is the stable coins. we've got 3 coins which have lost. We've got 2.84% on helium. You've got 0.6% on Unus Sed Leo and 6.62% on Sui. You've literally got nothing losing.
That is pretty impressive.
On a 7-day, there's a couple of things on 7-day. That makes sense. Everything's got on 7-day.
Right, should we get on then with some X-Files?
Yes, absolutely.
Now, I was very tired last night when I put these together, and I've pretty much forgotten what the X-Files are. So this is going to be as much of a surprise for the audience. We don't have any hares chasing away hawks today.
It's the serious stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
And
there's a lot of things I've got to do when I'm over here.
And I'm trying to drop boxes, but for those of you that don't know, they've broken the authentication for streamers. So every time I go to drop a box, I have to enter a 2FA code and an email code. So that's why the boxes aren't being dropped at the minute. Here we go again. Right.
I don't like this last sentence on this. I don't like that. I don't appreciate that at all.
What's that?
If you don't have one Bitcoin stack, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It's not very nice.
Can you read it out?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to.
No, you don't have to wait for me.
If you have one Bitcoin, you're proving rare feed. rarefied. You're the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme, the Hall of Famer, the top G. You're an effing legend. So basically, look at this really ugly screenshot of so much stuff going on. Basically, I believe within 0.1 to 1, obviously you could probably ignore that because I want to do the 1 to 10. Basically saying how many addresses total have that many Bitcoin within that range. And then I assume what makes up that amount of Bitcoin, which I suppose doesn't really matter. The more Bitcoin you have, the higher it's going to be, whatever. But it's basically saying for 1 Bitcoin upwards, there's only 1.6% of all addresses which have that amount of Bitcoin or above, like I said.
See, that's it. That's us. We're in the top 1.6%.
Right.
That makes me feel special, especially when I'm tired. Good morning, Johnny. Welcome to the stream.
But, I mean, I was obviously a little message to everybody out there. If you're getting into crypto, you don't have to have these big portfolios. You know, if you're in crypto and you're trying and you've just started, you don't have to immediately have 1 Bitcoin. You know. No,
but I mean, my advice would be, aim to get 0.01 Bitcoin. Aim to own 1/100th of a Bitcoin, because at the current price, what's that? About $630.
Yeah, something like that.
Right. That would be my first target. My second target would be to get 0.1, which would be 6,300. And I know a lot of people are not going to get there. I know that. But at least get 1/100th of a Bitcoin. Because if some of these crazy predictions are correct, and Bitcoin ends up in 10 years' time going to 4.8 million, then you're going to have $48,000 for your $630 investment. Right. Now, that's talking about 10 years down the line. We're not talking about next year. But have at least 1/100th of a Bitcoin and then aim for a 10th. That would be my advice. What would you say to that?
I say try and do the best within your means. Do whatever you can.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if I would say everyone aim for 100,000 Bitcoin, that's not going to happen, though, is it? No one can. That's not going to happen with every single person. And it couldn't even possibly happen, probably. But I think it's like, again, yeah, aim for 1 Bitcoin, absolutely. I mean, I think you should always aim higher than even if you know, even if you feel deep down, you might not, you have some doubts about yourself. Exactly. Always just aim higher than you can.
Exactly.
Always aim as high as possible. As like a quote about like aiming for the moon and stars, whatever, you'll end up like in space or some crap like that. I can't remember exactly, but basically it's like just aim as high as you can. You might as well. So right. Yeah, I would say aim for 1 Bitcoin. Aim for 0.1 Bitcoin.
Right, let's go. Let's move on. That's great advice. We're going to be here. We're going to be 2 hours into the stream at this rate.
Well, stop putting so many articles and so many things you have to talk about.
These are supposed to be snippets that we read out and say yes or no to.
Well, I didn't know it was going to be a controversial tweet. Michael Saylor, Ethereum, idiot, whatever. They're not commodities.
Can you read it out?
Ethereum, BNB, Solana, Ripple, Cardano, and other altcoins are securities, not commodities. He said.
Who said?
I said Michael Saylor. What said?
You need to slow down a bit. I can't hear you.
Say it again. Right, fine. Michael Saylor, Ethereum, BNB, Solana, Ripple, Cardano, and other altcoins are securities and not commodities.
Right, okay. Yes, totally. Don't believe a word that he is saying.
So, Jupiter. Okay, this is pretty cool. Wait, no, is it? Oh,
yes, it is. It is pretty cool.
Introducing Welcome to Solana, a landing page for the ecosystem. Perfect starting point to start exploring all of Solana offers. More below. I thought it was something else.
What did you think it was?
About the money thing.
No. Jupiter have made a landing page, so if you don't know anything about Solana and you want to join the ecosystem, you go there and you basically can take the 5 or 6 steps. If you click on it to expand it a little bit, it'll show you the steps. So if you scroll down a little bit, maybe expand it.
I'm not signed in, so I probably can't see it.
Right, okay, you're not signed in, fine. Then it shows you the steps that you need to go through on Solana. Get in the wallet, how to buy, everything else. So they've made an introduction page for Solana.
Right, okay.
That is it.
All right, that's pretty good. Hopefully I can. I think I know the next tweet, or I think the tweet after this, one of the big long retweets and whatnot.
Which one's that?
Well, maybe it's not. Oh, never mind. I refitted 2019 stock to flow model with 5-year new data. I also simplified halving cycle average instead of monthly no Satoshi coins to make it easily understandable. Result, almost the same parameters, numbers and predictions. 2024 to 2028, around 500k. 2028 to 2032, $4 million. So basically, this is his thing.
So the two numbers that I can remember is that he said that we're going to go to $480,000 at the end of this bull run.
Yeah.
Right. And then I think he said $4 million in 2032, is it?
2030, yeah, 2028 to 2032.
Right, okay. So in 8 years' time, we'll be at $4 million per Bitcoin, according to Stocks to Flow, which hasn't really been too wrong over the last, I'd say, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. He's been fairly accurate.
Yeah, I mean, 40% error, 29% error, Mars 33% error.
Yeah, but it's not a lot on the grand scheme of things.
No.
Right, okay. What's the next one? Or are we through them?
New Islam meme coin with flips Ethereum L2 ARB in market cap. Oh, so it goes above arbitrary market cap.
Yeah.
With.
No.
Right.
What do you think of this one?
I think it's pretty funny. It's a meme coin. It doesn't have any utility. It's not one of those meme coins which adds utility at the end. So it's just a dog of a hat, as it has on the tin. I don't know. There's many feelings to feel about this, but I think the main one I feel right now is confusion. But actually, there's no way to say it other than another day in the office. I don't know how to word it as a feeling, but I'm not surprised because it is crypto. Meme coins are the thing apparently. So I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised.
There was a guy on X a few months ago crying, and quite rightly crying, because his project was valued at 100 million.
Yeah.
And within 12 hours of this meme coin launching, it had got to $250 million. And he's like, how can a dog meme with a one-page white pager with like no text, no description, and nothing else? How can it be worth 2.5 times my project that I've worked 4 years on? And Arbitrum is a really solid layer 2 on Ethereum.
Yep.
And it kind of makes a mockery.
Yep.
Of the entire thing.
I know. It's I get it. I get like it's the big thing. And like the I don't know what to call them, but the people who are really into them, yeah, great, good for you.
Yeah.
But the problem is when everyone's so into them, it makes it so much hype and things move so crazy. Normal people start to try to get into it because it's so cool. And all of a sudden everyone's into meme coins then. And then all of a sudden if everyone's into meme coins, obviously yeah, utility is great and all, but any other project, it might be doing something great, but it has to be doing something great. Like great off the top of its like if there's 5 projects doing the same thing, only one is really going to get paid attention to.
Yeah.
But with meme coins, it's like obviously there's so many trash meme coins, but there's ones like oh yeah, look, there's a dog in a hat, boom. Like I could have done this. Pretty much anyone could do a meme coin.
Exactly.
And the problem is that's why there's so many, because it's just literally the worst thing. But it's just again, like I said, I'm not surprised.
Neither am I. One thing I will say, segue in, I did make a video on a meme coin yesterday.
Right.
It had an $80 million market cap, so it's not super high. And at this moment in time, it's at $96 million market cap. So it's already gone up 20%.
Crazy.
And I'd like to think that that's down to Crypto Warehouse's
Absolutely.
influence.
It's the influence and the hype from Crypto Warehouse.
The coin, by the way, is called American coin. It's $USA.
Yeah.
Right, let's get on to the serious stuff, because it's 11:15. We try and get the show done in an hour, by the way. That's the goal. Except when Brogan is in the room.
No, it's when you add 14 articles and 14 X files to the list of things to do. Okay, so first article of the day. Correction: Bitcoin has 62k or hits 62k. This is old news already. Bitcoin hits 62k as crypto's bounce. Correction likely over, but expects a slow grind higher after Hayes says. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Bitcoin will likely trade in the range between 60,000 and 70,000 through the next few months. Former BitMEX CEO said. Yeah, probably. Let's go. Okay. Bitcoin jumped nearly 5% following soft US jobs data. The dovish Fed meeting results mean the US dollar's surge likely topped, helping cryptocurrencies, Coinbase, an analyst said.
Absolutely.
Yes, basically, there's a bunch of good data, happy days, things pumped. Bitcoin went so crazy. Subsequently, everything went crazy. It's kind of...
Absolutely. That is exactly what happened. Yeah, everything. So basically, what Powell wants, he wants inflation to come down, he wants people to be put out of work, and he wants house prices to come down. Right?
Right.
How do you get house prices to come down? You put interest rates up. How do you put people out of work? You put interest rates up. How do you reduce inflation? You put interest rates up. So he's put interest rates up, and now he has to wait. And the question is he going to stall the economy or not? So more people unemployed, softening as in less people are being employed, and he just now needs to wait for inflation to start creeping down, and that's it.
Yeah.
So very quickly then, are we going to $74,000 next Monday?
Whoa.
That's what we need to know. Tariq needs to know the answer to that question.
No. I don't think we are going to 74,000. Did you say you misspoke?
No, 74,000.
74,000. I don't think we're going to go to 74,000 by next Monday. I could be wrong. I don't think we're going to go to 74,000 next. Who said that?
I did just now.
Right, okay.
That's my target for Bitcoin. It's 74,000 because that's that. We got to 73.8. That's our top, isn't it? 73.8 was the top. So I think 73.8 has to be broken. So 74 is our goal.
Right. Yeah. No. I'd have to rain check that, whatever you say. But we can look at what's happened already. We can see my amazing line, which lines up oh so well.
It's not bad. That it's quite good.
It bounced exactly where I thought it would bounce. I had no worries that we were going to go down here. But anyway. Obviously, we bounced off some significance, whatever, some significance. It does its thing, Bounced off the support of some significance. Used the top one as resistance. Now we're using another line as resistance. Oops, I've moved my discombobulator. But we're back in the discombobulator as I thought. So I think we're going to be bouncing off. Where is it? It's about like 63, 666 that area. We had that green light. Probably delete these now because they're heat map areas, so it doesn't really matter. But within 63.7, we have some midpoint order block, struggles.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna slowly move up. I think. My reckon was Monday we would hit 6666.
66,600.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've kept that since the 29th of April. That was not 29th of April. Yeah, the basically the start of May.
Okay.
When I had this discombobulator.
Okay.
I said we're going to be in the trenches and we're going to come towards 6666. We're back in here now. We're back in this area.
Yeah.
We are above an order block now. As you can see, on the 4 hour, we used it pretty nicely.
Yeah.
Here, so we have respected it. So that does mean we're going to be using it as support. So we're probably going to be on the upper end of this little blob. So maybe give it, within this area, maybe between the top, maybe the 2% of here, 64.4. I think that'd be top.
Yeah.
Within this, maybe the next day. But I think we're going to see some struggle at these kind of order blocks here, and maybe some resistance. But I think at some point we're going to have to start going up to reach the 66 by the time of Monday. So probably on Sunday. So probably tomorrow. I see ourselves kind of starting to break out.
That's not bad. So what you're saying is,
yeah.
What you're saying is Bullish Bull needs to 50x long Bitcoin today.
Oh well.
Is that what you're saying?
Not financial advice.
Yeah.
But the reason why I'm confident we're going to stay in this kind of area we're in right now for a tiny bit at least. Money flow absolutely coming up. VO's been coming down for a while now, and we are actually at the 60 mark for our momentum, and it's starting to arc as well. As you can see, it's starting to arc. So what I reckon is money flow is going to continue to go up, but it starts to become positive. Momentum is going to start to come down a bit, aka meaning we're going to hover, because with Mark's life, it's like okay, all three things. If they all line up with one direction, they're all going to be. We're going to be moving up. But if it has to start having conflicting sentiment, like it's kind of the confluence just isn't there, we kind of start to crab a bit. So I reckon money flow is going to continue to come upwards, view up, and momentum will continue to come downwards, and maybe hover a bit. Basically, kind of bringing us into a situation where we kind of crab a bit within this area, and then we're gonna become less overbought over time, because you can become less overbought by crabbing. You don't have to come back down. So I think we're gonna crab a bit. The momentum will cool off. We won't become as overbought, and then we're gonna allow us to move up again.
All right.
So it's kind of we've come up. We're gonna kind of bounce within this area and then come up again.
Let me ask a question then.
Yep.
Before we move on, is this a fake out? Are we going to come up, get rejected, and then come back down and put in a lower low?
Oh, you mean as in go towards 66 and then reject?
Yeah. So if you follow top left to bottom right, if you draw a line, you'll see that there is a pattern of lower highs. Yeah.
Right over here, yeah.
Yeah. What if that line have we broken that line yet? It's a rough line, I know.
Well, so okay, let me see. So we actually I do have a range. Well, technically we have broke it. So you see the range here.
Vaguely, yeah.
Well, it was kind of a rhetorical.
There's just a load of white squiggles in the middle of the screen.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll fix it. When this can pop, it'll be fine. So this was the forecasted range. So obviously we kind of like tested it above here, but our lows were
out. Yeah, I can see it. We've broken it, haven't we?
So our lows were here, boom, boom, and then obviously we came low.
Yeah.
But we didn't print. We didn't do this. We didn't come up. I'm gonna draw this a bit drastic so you can actually see it on the screen.
Yeah.
So we didn't come up and then kind of bounce off the top and continue doing lower lows. We've now come upwards. Obviously, if I wanted a 1 hour, you could probably see it a bit better. Yeah. You can see, obviously, we had our lower lows. We've come up now, and we've bounced, as you see, we've bounced here. So we're now kind of within here now. I don't think this is a fake. I don't think we're going to come right now and again.
That was just the only question I had, because that's another possibility.
Yeah.
Isn't it? The other possibility, if we're not going to go up, then this is a fake out to basically liquidate the shorts.
Yeah.
Once the shorts are liquidated, we continue with the downward momentum. But if we've broken out of that, then we can move on. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm happy. If we get to 66,000 by Monday, I'll be delighted.
Yeah, something in that range. Obviously, we have like 3 points of resistance to break through. Obviously, we do have this breaker block here, which we have been using for a while now. So I think we've got a few stages to break through.
Yeah.
But
right, let's move on. It's 11:24. What's next, Mister? Have we got the second article about crypto now? About Bitcoin, sorry.
I don't know. I'll have to check.
I think we have.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Why this crypto bull run might not live up to the past. Analyst.
Pentoshi.
By Jake Simmons. Ow! I hurt my toe really badly. In a detailed analysis shared with his bunch of followers, renowned analyst Pentoshi has forecasted a more restrained outlook on the current crypto bull run, suggesting that it may not mirror the explosive growth seen in previous cycles. Is this the tweet?
This is the tweet I sent you a couple of days ago, yeah.
Actually, the tweet's here. I'll show the chart he has really quickly. There it is. So this is what he had. Obviously, this is what he was saying. Basically, he has this kind of process of this adoption rate. And basically, the more along it goes, the kind of less it's going to pump and kind of move crazy. And he reckons we're in this late majority, but I guess we'll just kind of read the article.
I mean, I can pick out a couple of things for you if you want, because it is really long. Or do you want to go? Is the article long?
It's pretty long.
Yeah. Basically, he's saying, in a nutshell, that most of the people with wealth have already adopted crypto, and he said it's not going to pump the price of crypto an awful lot if a load of people from Bangladesh start buying Bitcoin. Yeah. That's his argument.
Right, okay.
And he's saying that we're not probably going to break 2.2 trillion for T3. T3 is crypto outside of Ethereum and Bitcoin. That's what he's saying.
Right, okay.
Now, the thing is, he makes an awful lot of very valid points, except I think fundamentally he is wrong. I don't think... What did he term it? Late adoption, or what was that term?
Yeah, it was I'll go back to it. I think it was something like that. Late adoption, though.
Late adoption or something,
Where's
wasn't it?
I can't find the link anymore.
So I don't think we are there. I think that is
There it is.
I think that is a lie.
So yeah, he basically thinks. I mean, obviously there's a lot of talking and whatnot, but I think in the comments people are talking about the late majority. I think he said we're in late majority, and it would make sense because the mix. He's got the first. Basically, the process is young programmers, their friends, the most smart people, and then banks and other institutions, which is basically where we are right now, apparently, according to him. So, yeah, the majority.
Yeah, I don't think we're that far on. We're going to hit 1 billion people by next year.
Yeah.
Conservatively, we could say there's going to be 3 billion people coming into crypto. So I don't even think we've reached the first third. And the wealth that's been made has been made mostly by people who didn't have wealth to start with.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So the rich money in crypto is from the early adopters. It's not from people with money. No. If you asked 10,000 millionaires or billionaires or whatever, do they hold one Bitcoin? I think 9,000 would, maybe over 9,000 would say no. So I think the entire premise of what he's saying is wrong, but everything he is saying is right.
Yeah, right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But you don't have to read any more of that. It was just a case of, we're going to see a lot of people tell us in the next year that Bitcoin's going to hit $2 million and Ethereum's going to go to $50,000. And we just need to bear in mind that past gains are not going to be the same as these gains because the market cap is higher.
Yeah, it's a marginal. I mean, like, I'm trying to compare it to like an economical like model, but
is it not basically diminishing returns?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is. Yeah, I can't remember the exact definition
There's
off
a
my
name
head,
of it, is there?
but it is like, it's like it's like a market of scale, I suppose. It's like, as it's getting bigger, obviously it is like diminishing returns. It's basically all kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Where since we're so big, it's the amount which needs to be it's the amount which needs to be inputted per change of Bitcoin, and it gets higher and higher as the market cap gets higher. So it'll be harder to get bigger and bigger.
There's a formula somewhere on the internet. There is a formula that tells you how much the price of Bitcoin moves for every $1,000 or $10,000 that comes into Bitcoin.
Right.
And it used to be quite high, but nowadays I think it's going to be a lot less than maybe it was. But anyway, let's move on. That was just something to kind of bear in mind. It's worth reading that article, by the way, if you can find it, about Pentoshi. He is a very knowledgeable guy. So what is next?
Ethereum investing.
Yes.
Ethereum, the rush of crypto investors continues despite the price drop. As the price of Ethereum continues its decline, dipping below the 3,000. Okay, this is old. Investors' interest in the second largest crypto remains strong. What are the factors that attract investors to Ethereum despite the price drop? Despite a 3% loss in 24 hours and a drop below 3,000, the Ethereum network exhibits an unprecedented dynamic. According to sentiment, the 28th and 29th of April saw the creation of 266.6 million new wallets, setting a record since October 2022. Staking, an attractive yield in bearish times. The rise of staking on Ethereum entices more and more investors who seek to stake their Ethereum to generate attractive returns. According to Glassnode data, the total Ethereum staked has reached 44.24 million, representing 36% of circulating supply. So a lot of staking, that's pretty good. That's kind of it though. Yeah, pretty much it actually.
Yeah, I mean, I think the big thing about Ethereum is it really isn't sexy anymore. All the layer 2s are sexy. Like, what used to make Ethereum sexy were the NFTs and the DeFi. There's no yield really now on Ethereum, and there is yield, but it's on the layer 2s. So Ethereum isn't sexy anymore. For retail, it's not sexy. So where do retail go? Solana. I've been saying it for ages now. Solana's going to get all the retail. Ethereum's going to get all BlackRock's, Goldman Sachs, and things like that. So when you see investment come into Ethereum, it's going to help the ecosystem. Ethereum is never going to die. The layer 2s are never going to die. But Ethereum, as a transactional chain, is going to end up like Bitcoin. It's not going to be transacted on. And if it is, it's going to be institutions that use it. And retail, who still like Ethereum and still got lots of Ethereum, what they're going to do? They're going to use the AG layer, which is all of the other layer 2s and other layer 1s put together. It's going to sit on top, because Ethereum is becoming more like Bitcoin in terms of how it's perceived, and it's stable. It never goes down. It's got so many good things going for it. You should hold some Ethereum because institutions are going to go to Ethereum.
Yep.
And what's the price action saying?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna basically say what happened since my last kind of analysis, and then what's moving forward.
Was that on Wednesday? No, Monday.
Yeah, it was. So basically,
Nearly
same thing as what happened with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So we looked at the heat map. Heat map came pretty good. We touched the area, and basically this was, I talked about it on stream.
Yeah.
At the time, that these areas are basically huge areas of orders, and if it's above the price, it's going to be shorts, and if it's below, obviously it would be longs. So we can see we touched the price area or the order area 3231. Obviously, I'm not attributing that entirely. Obviously, Bitcoin did the same thing.
Yeah.
And it happened, the same. We touched it. A bunch of shorts basically came in. Obviously had dumped the price. Obviously, it's not that simple, but basically, I'm going to assume it's that simple. And then obviously we touched some significance line down here at what price point is this? It was a 2817 lower, pretty crazy. Obviously now we're coming back up. Basically did the same thing as we did with Bitcoin. So now we can compare what's going on right now again, pretty much the same with Bitcoin. We've got these kind of order blocks here. These were kind of quick order blocks actually. These weren't really too crazy, but this one at the bottom here, we are now using support. Obviously, top one using resistance. Again, very similar to how Bitcoin's doing.
Yeah.
If we look at Market Cipher, same scenario. Money flow's a bit higher, and market or momentum's a bit lower, and money flow's a bit higher. But they're basically doing the same thing. Really high momentum. That if it was to start to fall, it would be, it would be imbuke. Imbuke, is that what?
Yeah.
It wouldn't imbuke kind of a bullish movement. However, money flows to come up. So I think the same thing is going to happen with Bitcoin and Ethereum.
What's the target for Ethereum?
The high target, actually, I don't have one yet, but maybe
What we at 3100?
yeah, 3100. So I'd maybe like up towards where we were last time, maybe something like that.
33?
Yeah, 33.5.
Yeah,
Something like
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's. Like I said, I don't have a line or anything.
I'm gonna have to eat my hat.
Why?
I said that Ethereum wasn't going to get above 3,000 and hold it,
Right.
and we broke up above 3,000. We came straight back down to, what did we go down to? What was the lowest? 2.8, 2.9?
2815.
Yeah. So I think I might have to go back to eating my hat,
Right. Okay.
which I don't really want to do.
No, maybe just make one out of cake or something. Like,
That's
film
a
it and
good
then
idea.
sort it. But yeah, like I said, you can look at the chart. It's the same thing as Bitcoin. Market Cap is the same thing as Bitcoin. So there's not really much more for me to say. I think we're gonna kind of hover a tiny bit just to kind of catch up, because we are pretty overbought right now, as it does make sense. We've been gone up 10%, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I think move the thing again. I hate doing this. I never know how to move it either. When you move it onto the other chart.
Oh no, don't even. I do it every
There we
single
go.
stream. Every stream I end up
So it's a stupid
dragging
thing as well.
something totally in the wrong direction.
Yeah, so I think hover a bit and then go upwards. So yeah, it's not like the chart's much different than Bitcoin. It's not really much for me to say.
So I've got one more question for you then, right? So every alt
Yeah.
that I've looked at has either come down and bounced off the bull market support band, or it's come down and broken through the bull market support band.
Right.
Everything apart from Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the only coin that hasn't come back to its bull market support band.
Right.
And that is super important, because if we don't, the longer we go without doing that, the more we're going to absolutely crash.
Right. I'm going on it real quick. Just get the thing.
Right. So if you have a look,
Yeah.
we didn't touch it.
Didn't quite touch it there.
No. And we've done it on every other coin. So my worry is that there is going to be another correction to touch it, because
Right.
I was pretty certain we were going to touch it this time, and we haven't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And look at that. See, that's a worry for me,
Yeah.
because I think we could come. What's the top of the range there? Where we are now?
Where we are right now, top of the range is about 69,788.
So we could get rejected off 70,000, for
Yeah.
example, then come back down to the bull market support band.
Yeah.
Bounce and then break out.
Yeah.
Because-
But so I'm just saying timeframes, or roughly, I would estimate it to be around Monday next week. Would be if we would get to 70,000.
Because the other thing, of course, is there's the old saying of buy in May. What is it? Buy in May and walk away, I think it is.
Right.
Traders go on holiday in the summer
Right.
because they're all rich. They go and stay at
Yeah.
Martha's Vineyard, or they go and stay at the Hamptons, whatever. They all go away. So trading volume drops in July and August.
Right.
So we've only really got about 7 weeks of movement before we hit a lull. And that lull, we could be stuck between 60 and 70,000 until October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think something like this? I'm trying to estimate it.
I am.
And then boom.
Yeah. That's what I think we're going to do.
Right. Yeah.
We have to touch it. And the thing is, we could maybe form some kind of bull pennant out of this. And
Yeah.
for the breakout.
This is a flag, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
I just you can see what's coming. You can see 70,000. Hopium comes back, and then we get rejected at 70,000, and we come heaving down.
yeah. Does it go from the top? It doesn't go from the top. So if it came from the top, like down here, let's say, it would bring us to about 90,000. Which was I can't get away from 90,000.
No.
I said 15th of May.
Yeah.
Did I say 15th of May?
You did, yeah.
15th of May. I'm holding on to hope. 15th of May, 90k.
Right. What's next? Are we on to Solana now?
I think so. Yeah.
This is a good one. This is the bullish one. You see, I'm seeing more and more people coming over to the dark side in Solana.
Yeah.
Even Yikes who is a streamer most of you will know. He's gone and got himself, I think he's got yikesgg.sol. He's got himself a domain name today. So everybody's coming over to Solana. Crypto Lifers coming over to Solana.
That's good. I've been here.
Hey?
I've been here.
Exactly, we've been here.
Yeah, I walk into college, buying Solana. It's crazy. Franklin Templeton, the fake name. He's definitely some sort of like agent for somewhere. Franklin Templeton.
Yeah, he does.
Franklin Templeton report predicts Solana's rise as third major crypto. Report suggests Solana could power the next wave of crypto innovation. Oh, really? Franklin Templeton Digital Assets has released a comprehensive report on Solana, painting a picture for its potential to become the third major cryptocurrency after Bitcoin and Ethereum. The report, titled Solana's Accelerated Adoption, highlights Solana's The report, titled Solana's Accelerated Adoption, highlights Solana's resilience, what's going on?
Technological.
I can't speak. Highlights Solana's resilient technological strengths and growth potential, but also transparently outlines the risk inherent in cryptocurrency and blockchain investment. Okay, perfect. Key takeaways. So, despite setbacks related to FTX, Solana has demonstrated a strong revival since late 2023.
Yeah, absolutely.
Solana's competitive edge lies in its low fees, high throughput, and lightning fast transactions, advantages likely to attract further adoption. The report expresses confidence in Solana's ability to cement its position as the third major crypto asset next to Bitcoin and Ethereum. This optimism stems from the project's technological prowess and ability to capture evolving trends in the crypto space. NFTs, XNFTs, clubs, deep in payments. Projects like Jito and Pyth, along with meme coin phenomenon, are fueling attention and value within Solana's ecosystem. The Financer network upgrade holds the potential to alleviate network congestion issues, paving the way for greater scalability and user adoption.
So 2 things on that. Number 1, they released a patch to solve the problem they had a few weeks ago, and they've got a new validator staking system. Now, this is going to sound really bad. It's a centralized validator staking system, but it will allow for people who know nothing about crypto to stake and be part of the ecosystem without having to understand what validators are.
Yeah.
So that's coming, and they've got the new next major release coming. So they are, like, what people got to remember, how old is Solana? 6 years old, 5 years old, 4 years old? It's a baby. Compare it to, compare it to the internet, compare it to Facebook, compare it to, any major tech company. It's really new. It needs time to, evolve and fix these problems.
Yep.
It'll get there. It's just going to take some time. Right. Do you want to have a look at the Solana chart?
Yeah, I can do.
Is there a Solana chart for this?
No, but I can look at it.
Hang on. Ah, right. Okay. So what I was going to suggest we do is look at the Bitcoin chart, the Ethereum chart, and see if there's an ASI chart, but there won't be. So we could do the Solana chart, I think, instead. Right. And Solana, I'm really bullish. What are we now, 145?
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
So again, it was a similar situation, but my discombobulator was a bit faster. We were in it, and then we fell, as did everything else. But then we came up to where I thought we'd come up to anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Where we come to, this brilliantly annoying order block, which has been annoying us since the 26th of April.
Yeah.
And onwards, we're stuck below it. Will we be able to get above it? Well, we are completely, pretty much overbought. Same thing, which happened with everything else. Really overbought. When you first look coming upwards, VWAP has been coming down since like 10 o'clock, May the 1st. So that's been coming down. So that's going to really bring down momentum and bring us down. So I think with everything we're going to hover and kind of, be within this area before we kind of break upwards again.
Okay.
So in terms of where can we come to downwards, we kind of have something here, maybe. So maybe at $141.
Yeah.
I think low point $139 and a quarter dollars.
Yeah.
So kind of bouncing off this order block as support to kind of bring down, hopefully bring down a bit of momentum.
What's the upside? Are we going to struggle to break 150? Would you say 147?
Yeah. So once we get above 145,
yeah,
we had a line at 146 apparently, but 151.27
Yeah.
was pretty decent area of. So you can see here we kind of bounced off it. We used it as support here, and then we kind of just fell down. But that's going to be probably $151 would be something significant. I've got lines here for some crazy reason. I don't know why, but I do. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it actually.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing with Solana is it's got two things going for it. It's moving with the market, as we've seen, but it's also moving. It's like it's got a multiplier effect.
Yeah.
So when the market recovers, Solana seems to, because it's come from $20. It's got all of that kind of build-up of momentum, and all the good news at the minute is coming out from Solana. If you look at all the meme coins, if you're going to launch a meme coin, where are you going to launch it? You're going to launch it on Solana. If you're going to launch an NFT project, you're going to launch it on Solana. Jupiter is becoming a behemoth of a company, and not financial advice. We've been telling you about it since November. We're not going to tell you anymore. Well, we are, but you know what I mean, right? Jito, Pyth is its own oracle. So it's got so much bullish momentum behind it that I think I said on the stream the other day, I can't believe you're going to be able to buy $127 Solana.
Yeah.
And that was only 3 days ago.
Yeah.
This is going to be top 3 chain, maybe, behind Ethereum and...
Yeah, I was saying the article.
Exactly. So, I don't know. So, where do you think we're going to be on Monday then for Solana?
Well, I think, like everything else, like that's what I said. So, I think it's hard to not notice that every single thing is looking the same. So I'm going to kind of use the same analysis. So kind of where's my pen? There it is. So between, I don't think it's going to be like early Monday. I think maybe at this point Monday. So it's probably going to be something like this. We're going to kind of come down, do our thing in here.
Yeah.
And then maybe start to come upwards and give us a little boom like that. But when I look at Solana, it doesn't look like that's going to happen really fast. And it doesn't look like being within this area is actually really going to bring us down. But I mean, if we compare, like, when could we move so fast? Well, I'm going to compare it from this end. So going from completely, oversold to medium took us 8, 4, 5, about 20 hours.
Yeah.
So it takes 20, so in some scenarios, if it's fast, it can take like about 20 hours. But this is going to be less. So actually, you know what? I'm actually going to bump it down a bit to the midpoint.
Yeah.
So $139 basically. So if we move down and stay, so 20 hours, let's assume it's 24 hours. So Sunday, it would be like Sunday, like this time.
Yeah.
Maybe down here, kind of hovering a bit.
Yeah.
And then maybe coming upwards like that. So kind of a bounce basically.
Perfect.
And if you, like I said, if you compare it to back here, we can move our momentum, to the midpoint in a couple, in like 20 hours. So I think, give it a day and whatever to hover. Like I said with the Bitcoin Ethereum already, give it a day to hover in like the bottom area, and then you probably come upwards towards the higher points.
Right. So if you're going to do your TA stream, then you'd be better doing this on Monday than Sunday.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to catch it on Sunday, are you?
No. It'll just be everything I just said before.
Yeah. So if you do a Monday night, next week, if you do Monday and Wednesday,
I'll probably have a look at, because we might have, if we do pump, I think we'll already pump by then.
Yeah.
And I'll probably look at where we're going to go to next.
Exactly. All right. Perfect. So good news for Solana, and I've been buying near. I told you about this. I'm still buying it. I'm probably going to stop buying it the second it goes back over $7.
Yeah.
And I think we're at $6.90 now. So if those people that were buying near at $5.80, I hope you got a good return. What are we, 685?
Oh.
What?
If I short this and slept, I would be very mad. Look at how close we came to the bottom of this.
Yeah, I know.
That is annoying. But the short was pretty good.
Yeah. So we'll go back in the range now, you see, for
yeah.
near. I think near-term target for me for near is about $20. And I don't mean next week. I mean in the next 3 or 4 months. I think because we're struggling to break $7 and change, or $8, whatever it is. But I think if we break it, I think we're going to go to $10 and then higher.
I mean, we've got this oil block here. It's a pretty big oil block. So we got stuck here and then we're stuck at it again. Yeah. So that is what, $6.91.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The second it goes above $7, I'm not buying it anymore.
Yeah.
And I've already got my allocation of how many near I want. And once I've got that, then I'm not going to buy anymore. And I'm going to try and stack on IMX.
Yeah.
Because IMX, I think I've only got about 10 IMX, if that.
Yeah.
So I'm
Well,
going to
again,
move
like I said, with every single thing in the market, we've actually got a red dot, and we are above the 60 mark, and VWAP's coming down. So everything's negative.
on.
Everything might come down.
What are we moving on to next?
The ASI happening.
So I was very bullish, as you know, Brogan, for the last 2 years. I've been very bullish on Fetch and Singularity.
Yeah.
And then Santa Claus decided to reward my faith and belief by deciding to merge 2 of my AI tokens with, or was it Ocean?
Yes, Ocean.
To create the ASI. Now, I'm going to tell you something funny about this. ASI, Artificial Super Intelligence, right? So they've sat there and thought to themselves, we need to come up with a really cool name that everybody around the world is going to like, whether it be India or Africa or Europe, yeah?
Yeah.
So we're going to take the word artificial intelligence and we're going to put the word super in the middle, because everybody knows super, don't they? But it sounds good, ASI. Now, I haven't told anybody about the votes, and I've not told anybody what's happened since, because I haven't seen it in the news. So I went digging last night to see if I could find it, and this is what's come out. So has this actually got anything in it that's going to shed some light on the token?
Well, I don't know. We'll have a look. It's quite short, so we'll have a look. Ajax, Fet, and Ocean merge in $7.5 billion ASI alliance. The small contract token holders for Singularity Net, Fetch, and Ocean have passed a $7.5 billion merger, signing off the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance. The ASI token, with a total supply of 2.6 billion, will replace FET, while Ajax and Ocean tokens will convert to ASI at ratios of 0.43 to 1.
Yeah.
The launch is scheduled for May 24th to create a decentralized AI infrastructure capable of handling big data.
May 24th?
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to have to... What I'll do after the show, maybe this afternoon or whatever, I'm going to make a video specifically about this so I can tell people it's May the 24th. I didn't know there was a date. So what's that? That's 3 weeks. That's just under 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
That's super exciting. You know what happens when coins do this?
What?
They absolutely rip.
Yep. So the ASI's applications are in the industrial space, with AI agents serving in commercial environments, language learning models, and AI data sharing. It is planned to use the product launch for commercial operations and investment in GPU infrastructure to promote AI development. So basically, they've just combined every single one of their services into one.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. Cool.
And the thing is, this is why I've made my strategic move to get near, because if I hold near and I hold ASI, I think I'm going to hold about 60% of all the current actual usable AI tech in crypto. That's why I've decided to go down that route.
Right.
But another thing, very quickly, Pentoshi mentions in his article, he said, if crypto and blockchain was going to change the world, it would have done it by now. It's had 14 years.
Right.
That's what he says in one of his sentences. I'm not nitpicking at him, by the way, because the guy's a genius. But that's Bitcoin. That's not Ethereum. It's not Solana. It's not what you call it, AI tokens. So it's very unfair to call out emerging technology and saying, well, it hasn't changed the world.
Yep.
So therefore the price isn't going to go up and the value isn't going to go up, because they've not had time, have they?
Nope.
Right. Okay. This is the exciting one, I think, now, which is the airdrops.
Yeah. I mean, especially when there's so much negativity about it, like
Exactly.
internet. How long did that take?
I came across the internet in about 1993. Yeah. I left university in 1997, started my first business in 1999. Now, in 1999 is where we are today, which is it's there, you can use it, but everybody says it's either a scam or it's not going to work.
Right, like crypto.
Yeah. Now, I think the heyday was about 2008. So that's 9 years on top of maybe another 10 years.
Right.
So I think it's, okay, let's say it took 15, 16 years. But that's from it starting to be rolled out. And crypto didn't get
No one cared about it for years.
No, we've only really had about 6 years of crypto. So it's got another 10 years to run, at least. But the adoption rate of crypto is so much faster, or it will be, because everybody has, think about the internet. You needed to buy a computer, and then you needed a modem. Yeah. And they weren't cheap.
Yeah.
And then you needed an ISP. I don't know if they're still called that these days.
Yeah.
You needed all those things. What do you need for crypto? You need a mobile phone, which you've already got.
You need everything you already have.
Exactly. So that's why I think adoption will be faster. So I think 2030, which is 6 years away, 5.5 years away, I think that's when we're going to see peak crypto.
Yeah.
I think,
Exactly.
and that's to be fair. Now, disclaimer on this.
Yeah.
I know nothing about these 3 airdrops.
Okay.
I don't know anything about the companies. I don't know anything about what the airdrops are going to be. I think the IMX one is the one we talked about the other week. You know, when they were doing a $50 million
Right. Yeah.
like play to earn type thing. But I don't know enough about them. So I thought, end of the show, I thought, you know, it would be nice to throw in some airdrops because we've not talked about airdrops for a while. Throw some airdrops in at the end of the stream.
Okay. Yeah. Crypto airdrops are an important part of the ecosystem as projects utilize it for community engagement and rewards. With surging market capitalization and influx of new projects, developers and executives often roll out free airdrops for the community. Yep. So here are the top 3 crypto airdrops to claim in May across exchanges and decentralized protocols and digital assets projects. So Myth, I think we've heard of Myth. Did we look at it actually? Or have I looked at it?
I think you might. I think you've looked at it, but I don't really remember it.
Right, I remember Myth. I don't remember exactly what it does, but I remember Myth. But it explains it here. Myth operates in the Web3 GameFi system to transform Web2 data into Web3 systems. The platform is offering a crypto airdrop to members of the community. Myth will airdrop 6,250,000 Myth X tokens worth approximately $1 million. The platform also rolled out additional benefits for the community and early participants, including a token launch, Essence reward launch, and the Hex Mythica game, amongst others. Oh, nice. So they've got a game.
Yeah.
I'll look at that in a minute. Let me copy the name. I'm pretty incapable, apparently, of copying a name.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go and very quickly go and have a look at them, we can go and have a look. We've got time.
Oh, roguelite MMO game. Wow. Oh, I don't think I remember it, but I think did we look at? Hold on.
You have looked at that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I recognise the art style and stuff.
You looked at that. Last year.
Yeah.
You looked at that a long time ago.
It's got Bay. Right. Okay. It's got home and dungeon. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah. It looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
Is it free to play or do you have to like buy like a big old NFT?
Good question. That I don't know.
We'll see. So, Avail's crypto airdrop will see it issue 600 million utility tokens to the community. Eligible participants are gotten from community members, developers, stakers, etc. Users are to check their eligibility on the website, connect and see the number of tokens available to them. Avail aims to scale Web3 and drive adoption by utilizing modular technology, combining data availability, shared security, and aggregation. Cool. Immutable. Immutable is a company in the Web3 gaming ecosystem. Most blockchain gaming firms often offer airdrops to galvanize the community and launch new games. The company announced a crypto airdrop worth $50 million to community members. Users are to play games, join quests, and earn digital collectibles to participate. Participants are to join quests and collect gems before playing games on the reward page. Users are to visit the website, connect with the immutable passports, etc. Other crypto airdrops include Drift Protocol. Oh, those are just random things. So immutable, right? Okay. So what have they got? So where's their? Is it on their website?
Yeah, if you go and have a look at Immutable X, they've got a $50 million allocation for gamers to go and play. So here's an example. So Yikes, yeah, Yikes has joined their creator program,
right,
and they're paying him in IMX tokens for streaming the game and playing it on stream, things like that. So there is there's multiple ways to make money. You can play the games, you can, refer people, you can stream content about it. There's loads of ways to make money out of it, but it's $50 million worth of giveaways,
right, okay,
which is pretty impressive, really. And I think it's the biggest bounty in Web3 there's ever been. I think it's the biggest ever bounty in Web3. So they're really going for it, IMX. And I am, again, I'm bullish, but again, you have to carry out proper risk management. You can't go around buying every token, otherwise you'll end up with 50, 60 tokens, and that's not how I do things. So I am going to be buying some IMX. I think I need about 5 or 6 more near protocol to hit my target, and then I'm going to start buying IMX if the price hasn't already gone up. But IMX for me is a huge game. The thing about them is, I think they've only really got a few games, but the games they've got are really good, aren't they?
Yeah. Do you remember? I haven't actually read the chat all today.
No.
I haven't. It's been obviously I know on what a certain place it's just like waffle, so I'm not gonna read there. But I'm gonna read this place. I haven't actually said hello. Good morning. That's deep say good morning ages ago. Bushbull, Tariq.
Tariq
I feel like I'm
wants
losing.
the links.
Oh, you said that, didn't you? Oh, I mentioned that comment. Only you, hello, everybody, hello. Tariq actually just said put links for the game.
What I will do as well, if you want to do that, I'm going to put the link for the article into chat as well. So if you want to drop the link to IMX,
Yeah, let me just log on to.
I'm going to drop
place.
the link.
So I can put the comment.
Right, there we go. There's the article link.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna post it now. So yeah, I mean, some of the games I'm looking at, some of the games look alright. I mean, this one looks a bit trash. I don't know if we looked at this. I can't remember. This one actually looks good. This one actually looks a bit polished.
Which one's that?
Block Lords. I think we looked at this one.
Yeah, you did.
You
did, yeah.
Block Lord Golf. I mean, this looks alright. I think it's just a golf game, which is that's cool. Blast Royale. Okay. Oops. A mobile battle royale game. Okay, that's not going to be very good. So there's that. I mean, still, again, like I said, some of these look cool.
Yeah. I mean, what we should probably do
is do a stream on these as well.
We should join the creator program and get paid IMX for doing it, because I'm here
Exactly.
going, I'm really bullish on IMX, yet I'm not actually doing anything to generate IMX.
Yeah, no.
We should go and earn some.
Yeah. Gods Unchained, I think this one looked really good, didn't it?
Yeah, Gods Unchained. That's their AAA game.
Yeah. Oh, it's a Hearthstone game.
Yeah.
I got so excited then. if you like Hearthstone, then you're going to be very happy about that.
Exactly. So all in all, I think airdrops are something you need to be careful. Oh, also one last thing, just remembered.
Yeah.
CoinGecko. We like CoinGecko on here, don't we?
Yeah, yeah.
CoinGecko have launched something, right? And I got an email about it. Just give me 1 second. You know how we've got that Sol airdrop checker?
Yeah.
And it's really old and
it's like a little, yeah.
Right. Well, and this is important for everybody else listening. CoinGecko has launched a service called Claimables.
Right.
And what this does, you put your wallet addresses in and it tells you what you are eligible for.
Right.
So again, I might make another video about this. So basically, it's saying here there's $66 million in unclaimed Arbitrum tokens, for example.
Right.
And you can go in, they're going to expire in 2 weeks. So I could probably make an article. That's actually 2 videos I'm going to make today. I'm going to make one about claimables and the other one I'm going to make about ASI. That's if I get around to making them today. But I will make them this weekend. Maybe I'll make them both tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
But the claimables thing, we've already got our Solana one, but it'd be great to have
multiple different ones, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so I'm going to do that on there. Right, so that's that and that's that. Yeah, so the other thing to bear in mind is don't go to Google and type in airdrops and go to Medium and click on any links. You're going to get scammed. It's not how it works. If you want to see if there are airdrops, go to an official airdrop checker website. Go and have a look at the X account itself of the project. If you go to Google and type in IMX airdrop, you will find 60 or 70 different scams where they're going to try and get you to connect your wallet to a fictitious website and they're going to empty it. So if you're going to try and claim airdrops, find official websites that do it. And if you want me to, I'll make a video about that as well.
Yeah.
There's another one.
Yeah, I'm trying to scroll through now, just like trying to find a random one. These look pretty trash. I don't know who any of these people are.
Actually, you know what? I tell a lie. I already have made a video about airdrops. I've made a video. Let's see if it's there. I think it was a members only video. I think I made a members only video about a website to use to get airdrops.
Oh, so there's just Yoint. They've just made stake.com again.
Who else?
Oh, so I'm going off one. Sorry, I'm trying to find these random airdrop websites to see if there's anything that scammy. And then there's NPIC, and then I went to it, and then it just looks exactly like stake.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Right, I think that's. Let's have a look at the time. It's 12:02.
We actually did well.
We did incredibly well, considering that we spent the first half of the show on Bitcoin.
Yeah, and there were so many articles. So many articles.
So I mean,
There's so many articles.
You've earned that coffee, haven't you? You know the one that we can't have because we have no milk.
Well, I wonder why we don't have any milk.
Because you've drank it all.
No, because I haven't gone to the shop and got to get it.
I've got to get some milk. Anyway, right, now, before everybody goes, I'll do my outro and then you can do your outro.
Yeah, and then you can go.
We're streaming
Waffle.
again at 3 o'clock.
Yep.
3 o'clock today. We are going to do a stream about a meme coin. I'm trying to think of the name of it. Is it called Doge Mob?
Something like that.
Yeah.
We've got one of these they're like the assessment type of streams. You know what? You guys have posted it before.
Yeah.
Streams like where we kind of like assess a project, but we are just say it again. We're looking at meme coin. So there's going to be a lot of talking to chat on that stream. Hopefully.
Yeah. So in 3 hours' time, we'll be back live doing Doge Mob. Now, just so you're all aware, it will be a sponsored video. So we are going to be getting paid. I think what do we make, about 20 or 30 cents out of doing this, don't we?
Yeah.
We don't make a lot of money out of it. So we will be doing Doge Mob this afternoon. So make sure that if you are watching us, follow us, bookmark us, subscribe, press the love heart, press the like, whatever you've got, do all of those things. Remember, we stream 6 days a week at 11 o'clock and 2 days a week at 8 o'clock. So that is 8 streams a week for you guys. And if you ever need any help, if you've got any questions, Brogan is always available. I am always available. And if you've got a portfolio, if you've got your own portfolio you want us to have a look at, if you've got a coin or a project you want us to review, drop us a message. We will be more than happy to go and have a look for you. It doesn't take us a great deal of time.
No.
And don't forget, we're on all the usual places that we can't mention names of, but we are on the Red and White video streaming platform. We are on Telegram and everywhere else. So until 3 o'clock, have a great next 3 hours.
Yep. Get a lot of stuff done. Have a meal. Have a drink. Depends what time, to be fair. It does depend on what time. Go for a walk. Enjoy life. Smell the trees and whatnot.
Don't go too far though.
No,
You've
you have to come back. Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
Make sure if you're gonna walk anywhere, make sure the maximum it is an hour and a half, because then you need an hour and a half to walk back home. So you can watch this on stream.
Exactly. So you can come back and you can watch us again. Talk about Doge Mob for an hour at 3 o'clock. So it's in the calendar. It's already there in certain places. It's not in some places. I need to go and add it again after the end of this stream. So with all that being said, thank you to the usual crowd that are in chat, to Tariq, Bullish Bull, Gianni, Danny is here, Hidden Agendas is here. Thanks everybody. I'll see you in 3 hours. Brogan will also see you in 3 hours.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you all of you for joining the stream. It's been an hour and 13 minutes, so it's been a nice stream. Not as long as some other ones, but you know, it was a long stream nonetheless. So thank you all for watching. You know, just being here, supporting the channel. If you're new, hopefully you made a good impression. Hopefully you might consider subscribing, following, liking, whatever it is. But you know, if you're an old viewer, if you've been here for ages, thank you once again for being here on stream. You know, feel free to donate. You don't have to. Okay, you don't have to. It's not a requirement. But if you feel it in your heart that you know these guys make some good content. I like them. You know, they have really nice visuals. You know, their charts are just the best I've ever seen. No one does it as good as them. Then you know, consider it. But you don't have to. Thank you. Just being here supporting helps. But what is free, like I said, and what Mike just said, liking, subscribing, following, wherever it is on whatever platform you're on. That is the outro. I'll keep it short. Thank you. Thank you all of you for being here. See you in 3 hours.
See you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.